Madden 19. Yeah, let's get right into this.
Somebody stop me, stop me, oh somebody stop me, Lord if I'm doing it wrong, please.
So last episode we won again, no surprise. It's not hard to win because we're the best team ever. We have the boys backing us up. And yeah, this week we were playing This week we were playing with the New Orleans Saints, the conference rival. Dom is 0-10, we are 10-0, so we shouldn't have much trouble coming out of the conference. We should get a first round bye. We're on track to go 16-0, so let's get it. Stay undefeated, get 2 rushing touchdowns, win by 10+ points. The only problem will probably be the rushing touchdowns, but he'll be no problem winning by 10+ points, bro. Damn. Deion Jones got 3 picks.
A good one to wrap up Thanksgiving night. It's the
first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Breeze now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right. He's got a man complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Jacob Hall's for a #1 player.
On 1st and 10, Newton.
What was that,
Cam? Didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. The big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Alex Okafor.
I feel like they aren't scoring this opening drive. We ain't gonna score at all. So.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there.
And the pressure gets to him again. Demario Davis able to drop him for a loss of 4. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the "Be Aggressive" chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Down the numbers.
Come
there
on, bro. Come on.
Touchdown.
This guy doesn't seem to beat us, man.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Oh, yeah, they ain't expecting that, bro. I haven't ran with him all game.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
And he runs
yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Back to throw, Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Flushed out right. Look at this spin. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Let's go.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Oh, that's
and he'll
good.
take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Michael O'Manawanui. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Really mad lose that
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalized.
Oh,
a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up
right here. We
later
ball
this weekend.
Sit
He
down.
couldn't quite
Sit
hold it.
down.
Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the
Dude,
ball
we gotta
coming out of
sit
the
down in
quarterback's
this
hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Alex Okafor in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It got his man complete.
Bro.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Newton on first down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Let's go, dude.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. His throw caught right around the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Newton now to throw. And shedding through the tackle. And now he'll tuck it and run. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
We score, we'll take our first lead of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Just in case I
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
I'll give him his stats all day.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the... Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically.
And that's caught inside the 35.
75 yards touchdown, Calvin Ridley.
Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Ready.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. The open man is Smith. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. He spins free. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. On first down, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Newton on first down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing is Newton. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slam. On second down, Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Newton now on second down. Buying time to his left.
No.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith.
Back here, bro.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Stop him now.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze going to try and throw on third down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. They'll look to throw. Ginn has it complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. He's back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. Back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. Back to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
False start, offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Easy.
Breeze to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. One final try here for Breeze.
Let's use your pick for the win, boys.
And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
For the win.
We're on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
You can't make this
So for the
up,
Falcons,
man.
the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Saints, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
He came in clutch.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Oh, really? Where is this man? Stop. Got a pick. I know his last name. I'm just like, whatever. Alright. Bruce Carter. Save this team. Saved it. We're about to suffer our first loss of the season. You went, nah. You ain't losing nothing. Man, you ain't losing nothing. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. See you guys later.